Hello, my Bife. I see you. Hope you're having a great day. Sorry. I don't know if you're still there. Why be fair? I'm just seeing your chart now. You know, I'm actually switching screens, so apologies if I don't see the charts on time, but I do check from time to time. So I'm trying to understand your question. Are you asking what is Dow Jones, or you mean something else? But if you're asking what is Dow Jones, to my best of knowledge, it's part of the in quote indices. All right. So we have S&P 500, Dow Jones. I think the likes of the Nasdaqs and all of that. We have also the euro. I have some other items I added in the watch list, and majority of them are indices. I think indices are more sweeter to trade, if I'm being honest. The mistake I made here, which I'm paying for it currently now, this is an index. This is US 30. I think if I come here, I will see the full names. So if I spread this, you will see their names here. So now this one is German DAX 30 index. I currently have a long trade on that guy. This is Aussie dollar Australia index. Their own S&P, I know S&P AXX something. I also have an entry here, a buy. The only issue now is I had some couple of loss in the morning section. 100% of my setup though, so I'm not feeling bad about it. All of them were 100% of my setup. Just the only thing is that DXY told a lie, and pretty much when DXY did the opposite of what I wanted, it pretty much stopped me out in most of the trades I entered in the morning. So yeah, that's indices for you. All of them are indices. So yeah, we have the US tech. All are still under index. All of them are indices, right? The mistake I made in this US 30, I shouldn't have gone for a sell. Just looking at it, it was a very wrong call. I shouldn't have gone for a sell, because right now all the profits I'm making here, the guy is literally taking it out. You feel me? But it's okay. I would say it was 100% my setup, but not very well aligned. So yeah. So I'm not feeling bad about that. HK2, this one is HK. This is Hong Kong index. So I have a couple of things I added in the watch list, just so you know. I don't know if I answered your question. Why be fair? So Dow Jones is part of and as a matter of fact, if I go to XNS now, I think I should be able to see. Let me come here. If we go to indices, let's look for. I'm not seeing anything like that here, or maybe it's answering. Maybe it's answering another name. I don't know, but it's not here actually. No, I'm suspecting it might be this UX 30 or UX Tech, but just maybe different name on this broker. All right. I think I would. Well, I'll just leave this stop loss here. I'm so tempted to drag it a little bit down so that I will get stopped out early enough. Uh, but it is what it is. Some days are like that, where you just follow your strategy 100%, but price is busy messing around. All right. So yeah, just keep getting the question coming. Once I see them, I'll respond to them. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Why be fair? Cool. Okay. So for the new guys that are joining, you're welcome to FX Adventure. Basically, what we do here every day, we look at the forex market. Once we see something interesting, we jump on it. That's how we do. That's how we do. And we do this every day, Monday to Fridays. So if you don't want to miss out from the interesting things that happen in our humble community here, just subscribe, turn on the notification, and if you like the content, like the video, and sit back and enjoy the stream. Okay, so we have a couple of things I'm already looking forward to. I have a couple of positions that I'm holding already, and a couple of others that I'm looking forward to. As an example is this guy. I have a pending order at this fair value gap here, the fair value gap that they use in breaking that high. It's an important gap. Hopefully they will tap into it, and we'll be in that order. Obviously the stop loss will be at the last swing low there. That's the pending order here. If you want the stop loss, I can get it for you. To whom it may concern, it's a pending order just right around the 100 EMA. Right around there is where we have the entry. Let's see if that will be trigger and pick our order. Okay, so I'm quite interested in some of the markets that I'm already holding. I'm holding this guy, and I'm aiming for I'm aiming for 1 to 2 on this particular guy here. 1 to 2 would be around that top there. So I'm aiming for 1 to 2 on this guy. Hopefully price will get to the TP. It's already 3:30. Ideally by this time I don't like opening up more orders, but I might give an exception today. I might. That is depending on how good we see any subsequent setup. If not, I will just hold the ones that I already triggered. I'm still holding on this guy. We still have a pending order here, so I would want it to still get triggered. I would hold all my open position until it's 5 o'clock West African time. If you are joining from any other part of the world, you can do the time conversion yourself. So once it's 5 o'clock West African time, I'm not going to open any other. I'm not going to engage in the market anymore. What I will do will be, if I have any running tickets or running order that is still running, I will move all stop loss to break even. If price is not in break even range, then I will leave it at the stop loss. But the summary of what I'm trying to say is that once it's 5 o'clock West African time, I will stop engaging in price. Okay, for the stop loss, I want to be fair because I just saw your chart now. Apologies, I saw it late again. The stop loss I have for that pending price is this is for Canadian dollars and Swiss franc. That's CADCHF. That's the stop loss. For the entry price I have here is at here, the top of that fair value gap. That's the entry there. kind of taking time to go through the watch list just to see if there is any other interesting setup that we can point out in price. And so far, nothing has sufficed. In the morning section, we wanted to go for a buy in most of the major pairs. DXY messed that up for us, so we couldn't get an entry there. Most of the entries we got pretty much got stopped out on stopped out in our stop losses, and that's the summary of the morning section. It wasn't exciting for me. It wasn't exciting. But the good thing is that, as much as I had those losses, I didn't feel bad because deep down I strongly knew that I pretty much traded everything I know. So I don't feel bad about those losses. If you went the other way around and those prior order that got stopped out on our stop loss, assuming you went to our TP, all of them, it would have been one of the best days, right? So that's the irony of the whole thing. Some good days, some bad days, some in between days. Yesterday was a good day. I think the day after that was also a good day. But today, no, yesterday wasn't good. Today, not good. Yesterday would have been better if JPY didn't stop us out on break even. Would have been better. Ferrami, you didn't miss anything as much. If you're there, you didn't miss anything, my brother. As a matter of fact, I think you're safe. The question will be, how safe are you? But you didn't miss anything at all. One thing I'm sure of is you didn't miss anything. Okay, price is rejecting that top. Why? Well, I don't know. If price is going to reject that top, then maybe we might apply caution. But for now, there's nothing to do because we are yet to get any swing. So wait. Waiting is part of the game. Patience is part of the game. The most intricate part of the game. The TP for Canadian CHF, I think I have it there. Okay, the TP, no, just go for the double. Go for a double of it. So once you add your stop loss, you have your entry. Whatever your stop loss is, go for a double of it. But let me get it for you, just in case if that's going to be difficult for you. I've not even added the TP though, but I know I'm going for a double of whatever I'm risking, right? So I'm risking about $3, so I'll be going for a $6 profit on that move. That is if it's gonna pick our entry. Let's keep it there. So for the TP, obviously, card CHF TP. Okay. A 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, I go, I run, I dub, I float, I roll, I swap, I chop. You wanna shit. I run, I hide, I take it along. Please stop that to get it on. Hey, hey. AUX 200 is getting rejected. AU 200 getting rejected from that top, from that top, from that top, from that top. Well, it is what it is, man. I have my order open there. Maybe it would have been nice if I broke even when price drove all the way up there. But, well, who cares? If I get stopped out, I get stopped out either ways, right? Let's see how that's going to perform. How is this guy faring? Getting rejected also. For some reason, everybody is getting some form of rejection. Let me see what DXY is doing. Nothing much is going on there. So why are we getting some rejection on all these UX indices? Okay. 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 I think I'll break even on this guy. If I get the opportunity to, I will. Where is that guy? It's UX 30, right? Yeah. Take me to UX 30. I would need a much more confirmation before I jump on that guy. Give me a break even and I'm out. Or maybe I might still leave it. Oh, do you think it's going to sell off? I don't think it's going to sell off. I think the best thing I can do for myself is leave it alone. Give me a break even and I'm out. I can take it out from now. Maybe I'll just take this 0. It's not even up to 1 cent, right? But the question now is, what if I take it out, then price goes my direction? I'll complain. That's all I can do, right? Okay, I'm out. I'm breaking even on that guy. Thank you. I will hold the other guys. I'll leave this guy alone. I don't like the position that guy was at. Alright, so not that I don't think it's 100% my setup based on the sell setup though. But the issue is that if you look at the current place price is trading is actually in the bullish territory. All right, it's trading above the 100 EMA, trading above the 50 EMA, trading above the 2021 EMA, also trading above the I think this is 8 EMA. That's a lot of bullish territory for me to be going for a sell. So that's why I ran. Not that the sell might not come into play, but I just think it's best that I make that decision, right? I still have a pending order here. It should be, I think it's already triggered. Is it? Not yet triggered. Yeah, the Canadian Swiss franc price came close to it though, but for some reason they didn't take it. Maybe because of the slippage. I don't know. Should we adjust it a little bit up? If we adjust it a little bit up, that would have been here. No, I'm not adjusting it. It's okay. They need to drill down and pick it. If they don't want to do that, then fine and good. We'll let it be. I'll feel bad after break even on this guy, then it sells off. Well, that's majority of my story. Most of the time, that's how my story goes. It's either I break even, they'll stop me out on break even, then go my direction, or I'll leave on break even, then they'll go my direction, or the time I will now be stubborn and hold it regardless of what's going on, they will now stop me out. And look at that, it's still selling off. Very nonsense price. Silly price. Do you know the funny thing? The other guys now I'm holding is now kind of losing focus. Kind of like losing focus. Aussie dollar index S&P for Aussie, for Australia is getting rejected from that top. Would have been nice to see them continue trading up, but it's getting rejected from that top. I don't know why. And this guy also getting rejected from that top. Let me see what's going on the a much more bigger time frame. Let's go to the 4 hour. The 4 hour is looking good for a buy. It's looking good for a buy. I'm not leaving it. The 4 hour is looking good for a buy. Very good for a buy. So I'm holding this guy regardless of whatever price is doing there. I'ma hold it tight, like my life depends on it. So not changing my mind on that. I'm still holding that guy. Guess what I found, guys? Guess what I found? I hope somebody's here with me. Let me check the live stream. Okay, someone is here. Guess what I found? To whom it may concern. I don't know who is watching me from there. I found HK, guys. When I found out about HK, it was very funny at first. I found out that we have HK in the Forex. I'll show you guys. You'll see that I'm not giving you guys BS. This is an actual HK. What do you see there? HK. What do you see here? HK 50. Well, it actually means Hong Kong index anyway. But in short form it's HK. When I saw it, I was so funny. It was so funny. As you really watched the morning section, when I saw the HK, I laugh won't kill me. And to whom it may concern, if you can't relate to what I'm saying, then it's fine. It means you are good. Maybe some days or some other time that HK will give us a good setup. We will take HK. Only God knows how I will explain it to my fellow Nigerians that I took a trade on HK. I took a trade on HK, guys. Oh my goodness me, what's going on? I'm seeing red all of a sudden. Seems like the guys I took, they are giving up on me gradually. Let's see. Let's see what's going on. This guy is giving up. I think most likely it's coming from this Aussie dollar, that Aussie dollar index. Where is that guy? Yeah, it's coming from this guy. That's where I'm getting that loss from. AUX 200 is actually giving me a red price. This price needs to continue trading up. They don't have any reason to be trading back down here. So look at this, look at all this, look at all this. Well, I'm the one that messed up though, because now when I look at this 1 hour time frame, it seems like I'm seeing all the price structure. Well, I figured out that before now I like using the 15-minute time frame for the guys that have been joining my live stream. I usually use the 15-minute time frame. But this time around, I decided to do 1 hour time frame, and I saw a lot of difference in price. The chart became a lot more cleaner, a lot more quiet, a lot more streamlined. So looking at the 1 hour time frame, I figured out that I can have an holistic view of what everybody is doing per time. And when I saw it, it was very interesting to me. I find it very, very interesting. Because just looking at this now, I can see the reason why this sell-off came. Because the initial internal structure that occurred here pointed me to a buy. Initially, I had an issue with this very long top wick here. And this was because of that yesterday's FOMC news, right? When I saw this, I knew that buying this market would be difficult, but I entered regardless because I am bounded by a strategy, and I swore to myself that no matter what, I'm going to trade my strategy. All right, and that was why I entered that trade. But assuming I took time to pay attention to the bigger time frame, at least on the 1 hour, I would have seen a much more bigger external structure that moved like this. Look at this move up. I will show you. I will break it down now so you will see what I'm pointing at. If you pay attention to the internal zigzag, you will see price literally is dropping higher lows. This low is higher than this low. This low is higher than this low. This low is higher than this low. This low here is higher than this low. Range movement here, right? Price came up and went down because of the news. So here we can arguably say that we had a change of structure here. See that line I drew? Let me make it bolder. That guy there is where the change of structure occurred. So for me to be looking for a buy in the morning section was all my fault. I just keep on learning every day. And it's good because the bad thing will be you come here every day, you trade, and there's no improvement. Yesterday there was an improvement, and the lessons I learned from yesterday, I added it in my strategy, and there is no how I'll be breaking even unnecessarily. I'll only break even once it's 5 o'clock, but once price is still trading within the time range that is not yet 5 o'clock West African time, it's always advised to use the swings rather than rushing to break even. Use the swings to adjust your stop loss. All right, so that was the lessons I picked out yesterday. Then today, the lesson I picked out today is 1 hour time frame. I'll be moving from 15 minutes to 1 hour time frame, guys. I'm still using the 15-minute time frame. So I'm using the 15 time frame to mark up the charts, the important levels that I would want price to break, etc., etc. Once I mark them up, I will go back to the 1 hour time frame and use the 1 hour candle for the trades that I'm going to take. Okay? Okay. And it's the 1 hour time frame that I used in this particular setup. We are waiting for this pending entry on Canadian dollar Swiss franc. All right. Okay. So therefore, let's head back to the watch list again. Scroll through it. See if there is any good setup to take. We have about 1 more hour to go. So that means we have one more candle to go on the 1 hour time frame. So any candle that is going now that doesn't pick any entry that we are anticipating, once that candle completes, every stop loss should go to break even. No more opening of pending order. Any pending order should be closed, and that is what my strategy said. You can decide to trade after that time, but the result after that time, I cannot guarantee you that in my own personal experience, or rather my opinion. I know a couple of people that do trade those times and they make profit. I, for one, have not yet back tested. I don't have enough data to validate trading during those times, so that's why I leave it alone totally. And coupled with the fact that I've had my own fair share of the loss for today, there is no need compounding more losses or compounding more open orders, right? So that's that for me, and this information is to whom it may concern. It's not for everybody, obviously, right? Not for everybody. Did the card trigger? Mine didn't. No, mine didn't trigger. Will you trade Nasdaq? We can look at Nasdaq if you want us to do that, right? We can look at Nasdaq if you want us to do that. I see 6 people currently joining live. If you've not subscribed, subscribe, my people. Subscribe and turn on the notification. We'll do this every day, Monday to Friday, morning section and afternoon section. We spend time here. We drill the charts. We go into the chart. We rubble things and see what we can get, and we trade them once we find them, right? But if you've not subscribed, this is your first time, welcome to FX Adventure. Welcome, 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 adventurers, and I believe you enjoy staying with us here on the live stream. Subscribe, turn on the notification, share the video to family, friends, and well-wishers. Blah, 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 blah. Have you any wood? Yes, sir, blah, 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 blah. Let's head down to Nasdaq. Request from Wine Be Fair. Okay. Let's go over to Nasdaq and see what's going on there. You wanna? Okay, what's this? They're saying I should switch towards support. I don't know what that is. Before I can do that, let me find Nasdaq. Maybe it's that's this. That's that's this. That's the correct thing I should look for here. Okay, yeah, that's it. Oh, it's actually US Tech. Yeah, it's actually US Tech. We already have it. Uh, is NAS 100. You know, the funny thing is sometimes they answer different name in some brokers, so that's why I get confused sometimes. But I think it's this US Tech. I think I have that already in the watch list. Let me see. Yeah, yeah, see it here. I figured out it might be that US Tech. So this is Nasdaq here. So that means let me compare the chart here. Yeah, that's Nasdaq. So yeah, so you said let's look at it. So first of all, I'll go to the 15-minute time frame. You see, I'm going to mark out the levels that I like looking out for. Okay. Once I mark it out, then I'll go to the 1 hour time frame. Then we'll look at it together. Do you wanna? Well, Nasdaq is currently trading above. From what I'm seeing here, it's currently trading above. All came from the ripple effect of yesterday's FOMC news. So the FOMC news occurred around here. That was yesterday evening. For the guys that knew, you know now. And remember what I tell you guys about the relative strength. I'll show you now about relative strength, just in case if you doubt it. You see they play in the show. So with this relative strength of whatever price did here, we'll measure the length. This is the length. And we will overlay this length at the top. At least price is going to move half of that total length. So half of it will be half of it is here. That line you see there is half of it, and you can see pretty much Nasdaq has gone beyond that already. Okay, but for me, why be fair, what I see here is a strong market. They tried to sell it off, but you can see pretty much got rejected immediately, and the trend for the buy continues. So for me, Nasdaq is bullish, is still pumping, at least for now. Intraday, all right, is still pumping. If we now go over, just to make things a little bit cleaner and streamlined, you can even see from a very far place. Nasdaq has been coming from a very far place. It's still buying. Very interesting market to buy. To be honest, I think I'm liking indices compared to my normal Euro, USD, and DXYs and etc. etc. Indices are quite interesting to trade, you know. And the guy that made me fall in love with indices is actually S&P 500. If you guys remember, this guy. I figured out it hardly gives the setup, but once it gives the setup, most of the time it goes clean. Most especially if you grab it on the buy part of things, you'll enjoy the move, because largely looking at it, you will see that majority of the time most indices usually buy. Let's look at the daily time frame so you see what I'm talking about. What do you see? It's always it's just a buy. Looking at the chart, I'm just zooming out now. This is the daily time frame, like one of the biggest time frames you can get. The larger time frame is each candle here is 1 day. So each candle you see on this place now is a day candle, right? But if you look at the overview, the holistic trend you see here, you see it's always a buy. Majority of the time is a buy. So at any point in time you see a buy, most likely you are in a good position. All right. So it's something to take note of. So maybe going forward, we can keep indices for buy setup and maybe keep euro, keep the major pairs for maybe where we would want to short sometimes, or you get. But all these things are just fundamental analysis I'm just throwing around here and there. But generally, is a very strong market, in my opinion. But I'm not going to trade it because, yeah, the internal structure is not so much aligned to, um, to the setup that I would want. So that's why I'm not really jumping on it. You feel me? So that's that about